From time to time, you lose a round in Anno 1800, and in other cases, you fuck up a recording entirely. For me, it was the second. A few of you guys, I'm pretty sure, noticed that I uploaded new videos and started to release them by yesterday, if I'm talking about today's recording. And sadly, I didn't even notice that I edited my videos so badly that they froze after uploading, and sadly I couldn't recover my recordings. So here we are again, starting all over, but I really liked the seed because it provided some great challenges you will see during the Let's Play. So we will just use my gameplay, and I already recorded until episode 5, that was already finished. We go all the way back down to autosave 0, load the game, and jump straight into our new adventure here. Sadly, all over again, but I will try to speed up a little bit more this time. I will try to explain as much as possible, but I will also try to get as fast as possible to artisans, because with this series we are in the footsteps of Nivarias, who plays a Megacity Let's Play nearly every year, at least once, and I'm pretty sure there will be one more before the release of the new Anno 117. Okay, let's head into the right direction. We are playing on Archipelago, and we have the medium money buff. We have islands with easy settings. We need islands with easy settings, otherwise our enemies can get stuck on workers or artisans because they don't have enough resources to get everything up and running. And here is our island. Luckily, because I already played this Let's Play for a few moments, I know where the merchants are hiding. That's our, I would call it, a small advantage this time. So let's settle on this island and discover the islands of our opponents, because I really want to start questing for them as soon as possible. I would really like to stay away from any scenario that includes war for as long as possible. And we do what we always do. We build up a basic wood production. I know with negative working force right now, but that will only be the case for a brief period of time. Let's set up a few blocks here. A few of these first. There's of course our first enemy. We will try to stay at peace for as long as possible. We are this time not playing with the 3 versus 1 modification. So even if our enemies became quite strong, we shouldn't have any big problems in the early stages, since they should also fight against each other. Especially the Admiral and Miss Hunt tend to fight against each other quite often. Okay, let's set up this island here first. Just a little bit of... Oh, I made a mistake there. And sadly, I can't endure that. I have to delete it and do it again. Okay, now we can set up our first city center down here. And start building our city just a little bit. Okay, workforce is not yet enough, but we could set up another woodcutter here right away and an additional saw pit. Okay, we found the Admiral. Archie is down here at the bottom corner. Eli is sadly directly... Here are the pirates, and here's Eli. Right next to the pirates, makes it a little bit difficult for us to trade for items in the early game, because I really don't want to discover the pirates. That could cause some problems for us. And I think Madame Kahina was somewhere here up in the north, if I'm not totally wrong, but we are not really about to use her items. In the first step, I really just want to go for the New World and for Kreptreloni. And we are playing currently with 2 big modifications in the beginning. We will activate more mods later. In the beginning we will just use the military tension modification and the New Horizons modification and the zoom out modification, because I really want to make sure that our opponents hopefully will get to the stage of artisans as fast as possible, and there are quite often some problems if you use too many modifications in the early game. Now let's see, what kind of quest do you have? Delivery, 13 tons of potatoes, okay, that's fine. I will now start to scout everything here with my ship before we can deliver the potatoes. Okay, next units are arriving. We can start the next woodcutter because we have more than enough workforce. We could even maybe get one more up and running over here. Yes, and one more sawmill. Okay, now we have 4 up and running. That should speed up the entire process here. We will now try to get as many people in as possible before we set up everything else. If that's the first time for you watching a game with the military tension modification, one of the side effects, besides the way more complex weapon productions, is that also the people have more needs you have to fulfill to upgrade. As you can see here with our farmers, we not only have the need for fish and for clothing, we also have to provide cemetery, horses and clean water. That makes everything just a little bit more complicated and challenging for us, but we should still prevail here. Okay, first things are already unlocked. One big advantage do we have within this modification, since we have to place down way more buildings in the process of this game, it is also easier to place these buildings down because, for example, farms need less fields. You will see it with the potatoes in just a moment. Okay, but that should be enough so that we can start with the first industrial complex. Let's connect everything here just a little bit. These should be 2 iron, correct? Yes. 1 warehouse in the middle and down here. Let's pre-plan 2 stables and slow down the game a little bit, otherwise I am too slow here. Let's use 2 stables right away. Stables are also a pretty good resource to use on the docklands early on because it's so cheap to produce these things. Let's set up 1 warehouse here and 1 clean water production. And also our first batch of fishing huts with another warehouse here. Okay. Now we can start with potato farms, and as you can see we only have 42 fields. That's insanely small. But since we have to place down way more buildings here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's use 10. No, let's make it 12, so that we can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and copy it one more time here. Okay. And let's place down 1 more warehouse here. Now the next one will be clothing. Should also be pretty easy. And then we already have everything to go for workers. Latest by the end of today's episode. So, perfect. And 1 more road here. Okay, that's also done. 8 is enough in the beginning. We shouldn't need more, I think. Okay, 1 more road here. And now we have everything set up and can also include 1 more warehouse. So let's start with clothing production here. Oh, we run out of workforce. That's not good. Now let's use 2 fishing huts, and now we have to wait for a few more people here, because otherwise we could face some problems in terms of workforce, and I really don't want to get into any trouble here. Then we start with more potato farms than we need, because I really want to fulfill the quest for Miss Hunt. I really would like to stay at a friendly level with her for as long as possible, and I'm pretty sure they are already at workers, yes. 16 minutes in the game and we are already facing workers on the enemy islands. But I don't think that will be a big deal for us. Okay, come on, give me a few more houses. We will keep these two here free for service buildings like school, fire station and everything else that should or could be required by our people. Okay, let's speed up just a little bit to get some more building material in. We could start the stables. And we could start 3 potato farms. Now we are getting our first money. Getting closer to a positive balance. And that's really important for us. And here we are already. Without schnapps, that's quite a big deal. So let's get our ship down here. Because we really have to ship these potatoes over to Miss Hunt within the next 15 minutes. So we will continue scouting in just a moment. And what kind of quest do we get here? Oh, what should I photograph? Oh, easy one. Should be 3000 coins, if I'm not totally wrong. Oh, and we already got enough timber here. How many potatoes? 13 tons. That's okay. Okay, and let's deliver. And now we can just start the schnapps production. And is that... No, water is missing as the last one. And I think we are fine now with production. Yes, everything is available for our people. That means we will be able to upgrade to farmer any moment. Find the animals here. Do we get the mate as always? No. Bozoon. Okay, 6,400 coins. That's good. And let's also increase happiness a little bit. Now let's get a few more houses here. Oh, there was a street. So let's get one more. And let's provide a few more houses up here. I try to also make our city a little bit more beautiful here on this island. Even though this island is not the most important one, since we will switch over to Crown Falls. And I know that there are modifications to go to Crown Falls right away when you start a fresh game, but I really want to have the whole journey here. Okay, let's get a few more houses here. And nearly... Oh, I missed the cemetery. I always forget the cemetery. Let's place it down here. Okay. Oh, and I forgot another important part. Set my steel beams to buy. Oh, and the Admiral already has a second island. So let's now go down here and scout everything until we see Archie. One limit, 1 million waypoints here. Okay. Oh, no, there was Madame Kahina. I thought she were in the north. So she is right next to Eli, somewhere down here. Eli is here, yes. We don't even need to discover him right now. We can't buy anything because we don't have any money. And I really don't want to get too close to the Pirate Islands. So let's stay away to not face any significant problems. Oh, water is short already? No, but clothing is short. So we already have to upgrade our production capacity here. And we could also get another fishing hut and also prepare for a water upgrade. So let's get a little bit more material in. Now I want to have a few more woodcutters active here. 2 more should be enough in the beginning, maybe 2 additional a little bit later. But timber shouldn't be our problem, because it slows us down way too much while we wait for our building material. And with the Comet Over mod, time is the key to success here. Otherwise we could fail pretty early if our opponents are too strong and we can't keep up with the pace. Okay, everything is filling up. That's good, and we should be fine in terms of production now. Yes. Water and horses are a little bit close, but now that shouldn't be the case anymore. Okay, we are scouting everything. Oh, and Miss Hunt took the same island as always. One of the more beautiful islands. I would really love to get this one. But sadly, that's not possible. One addition with the military attention modification, if you don't know, is that you can't really buy islands. You can buy shares, but you can't take over an island. This island here without any buildings already costs 1.5 million. Let's see how expensive the capital currently is. 2.5 million. And this will rise to insanely high numbers pretty early. So it's really hard to buy out your enemies. And let's mobilize the next troop here. Okay, what about upgrades? Okay, only a few tons of clothing are currently missing. But the remaining parts are still good. And our ship is scouting all over the place. Let's connect this one here. And obviously also this one here. Place down a warehouse right next. Also here. No, let's place it down here. Okay, then we need a warehouse here. And here we can place down the brick factories in just a moment. And here we are. 16 minutes and 50 seconds within this game. And we already have nearly 300 units of workers. That's good. That will definitely help to speed things up. Our next step now is to upgrade as much workers as needed to unlock all the production chains, and then we will pre-plan everything like we did with our workers. Oh, I forgot the fields here. Okay, so clothing is going down again, but that's not a big deal for us. We will just build more houses here for our citizens. And we are again capped in terms of schnapps production. So we have to again invest here a little bit. Okay, and I think we can upgrade a few more houses over here. Newspapers, I don't want to rely on as heavy as I did in the past series. Okay, we can keep this one, +5, -5. And ignore the negative side effects for a moment. I really only want to use the newspaper for consumption buffs. That's the only real buff I want to use here in this game this time. And not money as heavily as I did in the past. But let's see if that one works out here. Would be great if that's the case. I also don't know if I really managed to release episodes on a daily basis for a long period of time, since real life also uses quite a lot of time. But let's see how that one works out. Okay, let's get a few more people in here. And now we have everything unlocked. Great. So let's stop with the upgrading. Let's check one last time. Oh, we have to upgrade clothing one more time already. And now we can just plan everything else. Here I want to have my heavy industry. So we will go into this area for all the production chains we need to get done for our workers. No, I don't want to have the silo quest. Thanks very much. And let's start with pigs. And let's start here in this corner. We try to do it as space efficient as possible. We leave one free spot here for the silos later on. We won't use it right from the beginning, but it will be needed later on. Ah, come on, turn around. Okay, here. And And no, let's grab this one here and place it down here. And now copy it once. And okay. Okay, not perfect, but okay, I will take it. And also here. Now let's place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough until we reach Crown Falls. And this island here will become less important. I won't rely as heavy on soap as I did in the last games here, since Eli is not really... we could sell some soap. Maybe we will do it, even though the position of Eli is not the very best. We will try to discover him. So now please find Archie, that would be great. And then discover the remaining parts here. Okay, now we just need this one here 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And include a few warehouses here all over the place. Now let's try to get as many farms as possible here into this area. Oh, we are already at 71 units of timber again, so let's get a few more houses here in. Is everything still on track? Fish is not, schnapps is not. Okay. So give me a few units of timber. Here, 1. And the next schnapps production. Okay, now we could just... Let's this game speed up a little bit, so that we have enough timber available to get all these clay pits up and running here. That will take just a moment. And while that's happening, we can place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's start the next one here. And because we really have to start with our brick production, let's see if we can squeeze everything in here. One more. Oh, I'm creating too many fields here right now. But let's see. Oh, no. Don't cut off the exit here. Okay, we maybe have to get rid of 1 here. But that's okay. And make it clean here. So we now have 5. That could also be enough right now. So let's not waste more space and energy here. And now we can pre-plan our brick factories. And that's the last thing we will do within episode number 1. Before we switch over to the next one. And continue our journey. Hopefully tomorrow. Let's see how long I can record today. Because I really want to get everything started. And so far, it's really fun. Since we are still at peace and are progressing at a fast pace. So stay tuned for more.